Okay, so I know I told you guys that I would stamp these with you this weekend live on Saturday, but I feel like if I wait a couple more days, that they will be too hard to stamp cleanly. If anything, it might even crack the soap. It's happened before, and it usually really upsets me. So it'll mess up the whole thing. I figured I'd stamp them while I talk about the topic I wanted to talk about in my next video, which is Sunday anxiety and what I do to ease that anxiety. I do something like a Sunday reset. I don't do it to have a perfect week. I just, because my week doesn't always end up perfect, even though I try to have a perfect week by doing all these things on Sunday, the first day of the week. However, I do it so Monday doesn't feel so stressful for me. I do certain things to prepare for the week so I don't feel overwhelmed or stressed out or anxious about the things I need to do for the week. Basically, I like to have a fresh start. I used to think I hated Sundays, but I realize when I prepare myself for the week, I'm less stressed on a Monday. I used to think I hated Mondays actually, or dread going to bed Sunday night and waking up Monday morning. So one of the most important things is my fitness. So on Sunday, I like to do a full body workout because I train my muscles twice a week, each muscle group. So on Sunday is the longest session, and I like to get that out of the way. It's my longest workout, and it hits my entire body. That way, no matter what happens during the week, I know I've already worked every major muscle group. Then the rest of the week feels a lot less stressful. I can just focus on finishing my second sessions for the week, which is Tuesdays and Thursdays. I only work out 3 days a week. Strength training. I do full body Sunday, upper body Tuesday, and lower body Thursday. Keep it super simple, minimal. I do my core on Mondays and Fridays, but I do that at my home, and it's usually like 20 minutes. That's the first thing to get the week started off right. And then the second thing I like to do to make sure that I don't eat out or make too much of a mess during the week by cooking every day is meal prep. I like to either make like a cold salad. It's summer right now, so I make like a big tuna salad that I can just kind of munch on during the week. So meal prepping is a big thing. So at least I know if I'm too busy or I don't have time to cook, I'm not tempted to like eat out or munch on chips or junk food or anything, something quick. I already have something healthy ready to go. Nothing too fancy, just something to make the week easier. And spending an hour on Sunday meal prepping actually saves a lot more time during the week. Even if you don't like to cook, just throw something together quickly that you can just munch on during the week. That's easy for you. Meal prepping doesn't have to be complicated. It's just about making it easier to take care of yourself during the week when you don't have time. Or sometimes after work, you don't feel like cooking. Like I hardly feel like cooking at the end of the day. So I just try to make a big batch of something that I can just munch on for those days that I'm tired. I might cook maybe once or twice during the week, but for the most part, it's nice to have something already prepared. Also too, Sundays and Thursdays are the days that I do my longest skincare routine. So I'll do like a face mask. I'll use the microcurrent device on my face. Red light therapy. It's basically my longest skincare routine is about 30 to 45 minutes. So I'll use Sunday to get that out of the way as well. And I usually like to do that twice a week. So Sundays and Thursdays will be my day for that. But again, starting the week off right with my skin, my fitness, my nutrition, my microcurrent device I have to use twice a week now. So at least I got one session out of the way. And then another thing I do is I think of the most important tasks for the week. Things that I need to get done, things that I've been procrastinating on. I usually write those down in Google Tasks, but I'll take about 5 to 10 minutes to think of my top priorities for the week. So come Monday, I know exactly what to do. Oh yeah, these would have been way too hard to stamp on Saturday. I'm having a hard time right now. If I would have pressed any harder, it would have cracked the bar. I think that's the best we can do because it's extremely hard. Another thing too is to tidy up the house. Like I like to at least clean all the floors, make sure all my laundry's done. I don't spend all day cleaning, but I get do the dishes, like the big things out of the way. So then on Monday, I can wake up to a clean house and at least you got some cleaning out of the way. And you feel less stressed on a Monday, so you don't wake up to a dirty house. At least you know you got some of the cleaning done while you had the time. I don't know, do Sundays make you guys anxious or am I the only one? I've always heard that people get stressed out on Sunday night. So I just figured some of these tips might help someone. Oh, Google Calendar too is another thing. I update my Google Calendar, not just with the tasks, but I try to set time slots of like appointments I have for the week. I don't try not to do like a whole month at a time, but just what should I focus on this week so I don't feel overwhelmed. I don't know, just something I was thinking about yesterday when I was doing all of this pretty much. And it really does help on Monday when I wake up and I'm just not as, I don't feel as unorganized or stressed out because I know I've done a lot of the productive things that needed to be done for this week to give myself a fresh start. Thought I'd share with you guys, but I don't know, you let me know what stresses you guys out the most. This is stressing me out. This is stressing me out because I'm gonna be so mad if I crack a bar. So far so good, but I'm having to press so hard to get a faded stamp. That's the final look of the Blue Crystal soap inspired by Breaking Bad. I will see you guys Saturday live at 2 p.m. CST. I don't know what we're gonna do yet because I already stamped the soaps and now they have to sit and cure for 6 weeks. So we won't be touching base with the soaps. Oh, you know what? I could carve the soaps, the bottom of the soaps. I could wait for that on Saturday on live. We'll do that. We'll be back here and we could just chit chat and carve the soaps. But I had to get the stamps out of the way, so. Anyway, talk to you guys soon. So you can see right here, I was afraid to press really hard because I really didn't want to crack the soap. But I think this is the best I could do. It would have been way worse if I waited till Saturday.